welcome to another Hidden Tokyo travel vlog. Today we're headed to the Kichijoji neighborhood, which is kind of near the Ghibli Museum. There's lots of shopping to do here, there's lots of quirky shops, cafes, so you can easily spend your whole day here before or after the Ghibli Museum. But before that, my first stop is this whimsical Ghibli-like cafe called Kichijoji Petit Mura. I'm sorry, I know my French is bad, I know. Kichijoji Petit Mura apparently means small village and hence houses like 5 to 7 different shops and cafes within the area. Apparently the story goes is that the whole area is run by cats and hence each cat has their own little shop. There's a tea house, this one is the cat cafe, which is actually pretty popular but I didn't go in for that one. And that's why you can see cat motifs all around the place. Honestly, Kichijoji Petit Mura really looks like it's something straight out of a storybook, and I love how it just stands out in the middle of the street with all the other shops. Here are all the info for all the shops there. Each shop actually have different opening and closing times. I got there pretty early. If you're headed for the tea house, I do recommend getting there by 11 like I did, so you can take whatever photos you want without a lot of humans in the background, and then the tea house opens at 11:30. Here's a tip though, order your food and drinks first on the ground floor, then you can go upstairs and pick whatever seat you want because they will not come to you and ask what you want to order or if you've ordered. You're just gonna sit there. So here's how the upstairs look like. The place is really very cozy. I had a good time before the crowd came in around lunchtime, so beware. The food, honestly, I ordered the chicken sandwich. It was alright. The strawberry soda drink though was delicious, so I would recommend coming here not for lunch, but maybe for desserts and drinks. After I was done eating, it was time to do a little shopping. I pretty much stopped at every store, but just beware that a lot of shops here actually do not allow photography or videography, so I couldn't actually include a lot of footage. But this Zaka store actually said SNS okay, so just an example of all the cute artisanal items that you can find. They also have vintage wares and vintage clothing shops that you can shop at, so it's all not pictured here, but trust me, you will be doing a lot of shopping in this area. After that, I passed by this tea house which had a long queue for afternoon tea in there, so I'm skipping that, maybe next time. And then made my way to Inokashira Park, which I passed by the last time with Snowy on our way to the Ghibli Museum. Someone actually brought his pet owl, which was really cute, but I think the owl was also really grumpy, having everyone hoard around it like I did. So I can understand Miss Owl. Oh, that sounds like I'm calling myself. Anyway, moving swiftly on, Inokashira Park is pretty popular for boating. You can sit on those swan boats. Those kids look quite funny. They're trying to avoid the sakuras. The salaryman taking a swan boat is also pretty funny. Like, is that your lunchtime or are you skipping work? Anyways, I was obsessed with sakura cherry blossoms falling into the water. It's just such a pretty sight. And if it wasn't raining, I think it would be nice to just sit here and just read a book. And during cherry blossom season, it's actually a very popular hanami cherry blossom viewing spot. There's also this rather cute pop-up shop selling drinks. And they even set up a little photo spot for you to take a picture. I think that was pretty cute. And then there's me trying to show you my amazing ability to hold like 3 items in one. I mean, I think I can hold more than 3 as well, but it was pretty uncomfortable because it was wet, but at the same time it was really very peaceful. I was pretty happy. After I was done walking around the park, I did some more shopping before heading back to town. Before that, this is the park that you can exit and head towards the Ghibli Museum. I've done a video about it before, everything you need to know before going, so you can click on the video in the description or I'll leave the link in the little card thing at the top right corner for you to click on. I had some shopping to do in Shibuya, so I left early and headed for Parko Shibuya where there's a Pokemon Center and also a Nintendo store, and I've done a video on that separately and I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested to check it out. At the Pokemon Center in Shibuya, you can customize some t-shirts, and the designs, I do think they are seasonal, like these were for Easter. Except during my visit, all the sizes were already sold out, but they were pretty cute. After that, it was time for dinner, and Snowy brought me to this Tarako place which supposedly makes healthy food delicious. They were, but I prefer mine, like this creamy rice cracker pasta thing with a lot of Tarako. I don't know what it was, but it was really delicious. We did queue for an hour in the rain for it though, so just beware. A lot of restaurants in Japan, you kind of need to make a reservation or just expect to queue for up to an hour. Other than that, thank you for watching and staying with me till this very end. There are more videos coming, I just haven't decided what would be the next one for next week, but do please like and subscribe and do comment if you enjoyed it. Thank you and bye!